You've heard our story. You've heard advices from Mrs. Shahid. You saw the skit. It's a whole, complete whole, the topic, and then they are parts. So now, I'm going to call upon Mrs. Shahid to focus on one aspect only. What happens to the children? Do they suffer? Let's find out. Mrs. Shahid, can we welcome her?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Once again, I would like to give the definition of a single parent. It is the definition is this, that the single parent is a work or skill which is going to be raising up the children and how to do all these things according to the law of nature. We were not aware of this thing, that what importance a child has in everyone's life. We just think that when we get married, the children born, and mothers and fathers, they both brought up them on their own way, the way they want. Whatever you heard by Ma'am Anjum and Ma'am Parveen, who suffered? The poor children. As I said, children pay the price of all what happens among the parents. As we know that a child of 4 days starts recognizing the mother's heartbeat, and after 7 days he recognizes his father. So think, and as we know, according to this training as a Montessorian, the child has an absorbent mind and he starts absorbing whatever is going on around him. Present age or era is very advanced. And because of this, all children are very, very observant from the very first day. They absorb everything, they record that thing, they store. It is an unconscious mind, but even then, the reaction, the expressions, what they give us, it proves the child understands each and everything, what is going on around them. Some children are very sensitive. Very young children, I am talking about a very young baby. If he sees something wrong going on, he starts crying. Crying is an expression and feeling which hurts his emotions, which hurts him, that something is going wrong, and think about that thing when there is an abusive parent or a father quarrel and beat the mother or does such things which are not, which should not be in a natural way of living. So these are the conflicts which attacks to the child, and the child starts from the very beginning to observe such environment. According to the Montessori environment, some children are introverts. They feel so many things, but they don't express. And these things causes the deviation. They are failed to express themselves, but innerly they feel very bad and sad. All these things affects their whole life. As we know, the part of our growth, 0 to 6 years, the time period which is very important in a life of a human being. And if we have gained the wrong impressions, wrong surroundings and environment, what it will affect? It will affect on our growth, our mental situations, our physical abilities will not come out the way it should be. So, when we do something or such thing happens, never do it in front of the children. Children take it very seriously, and it becomes very painful to the children if they suffer such type of feelings or such type of happenings. I just want to say an example. When mother doesn't pay attention to her children, believe me, they want to find the way from where they get the love. They want to choose that way where they feel comfort, because mother is ignoring them. Children love your attention. Children want the secure and safe environment. And for safe and secure environment, they want such thing where they can brought up in a better way. As you know that why do Maria give the importance to this young time period, and she designed such a curriculum for the child. These 5 subjects are not the academic subjects. These are the subjects which are going to construct his personality. These are the subjects which are going to give him how to live in this universe, how to live in this world, socially, physically, professionally, and these things are very important. As I said, we all are independent and we all want the freedom. The first conquest of a child to become free is the mother's womb. So do you think that he wants your restrictions, your orders, although he is failed to express, although he cannot say to you? But some children are very extroverts and bold. They say, Mom, don't say like this to me. I will not do it. So we should not use such type of a behavior with our children that they say us or they answer to us. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to take care of your humanity. Not only in a form of a relationship, but in a form of each and every relation. Although you are friends, but some are very close to each other. Are you? You are very close. And this closeness is helping you to learn, to do, to improve. As you saw in the skit, a good friend came and advised to the friend to do something good. For what? For living in a good way, to making herself strong, to help in her financial support. So such things, if we come to know, although whatever is happening because of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's will. And as I said, do you think that the Creator will try to spoil His creation? No. He made this world to exercise His power. And power means He can exercise those powers by giving us the freedom. He wants us to do and go through the different stages. This is an examination hall where we live as long He wants us to be. And when we are here, we have some duties and responsibilities. It's my strong faith that if you believe by depth of your heart that whatever is going on and will happen is because of Allah's will. So inshallah, you will not be worried for anything. But the most important things, what we get it in the form of children. I always say, the children are gift of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Do you feel it? Because those who don't have these things, ask to them. They have to listen people, they have to listen relatives, and sometimes their relation break up because of this. If we believe and faith in Allah, I hope He will not. They will not do like that. Our children, if brought up according to the law of development, according to the law of nature, then I am very much sure that such type of happenings will not be taken place. You see that nowadays our society, our culture, do you think that children have respect for elders? Why? Because there is something, there is lacking in our training and the brought up of our children. If we help them, if we guide them, if we share them, if we give our love and security and protection, we must be proactive in doing all such things what help the child to brought up with a free mind, with a happy and healthy mind. Our children needs our attention. Our children needs our care. Good food is okay. Maria says that a child is poor among rich. Why? Rich people provide each and every facilities to their children. But the thing what the child needs is love of both the parents. The poor mother suffers a lot when she becomes single. She has to do the duties of both. But I hope and think the mothers who realize this thing, that whatever is going on is only for me but not for children. Children is a responsibility. Children ask you to fulfill their demands. But with the cooperation and with the understandings, we can help our children to grow in a normal and happy way. It is very important for us to provide all kinds of. I know that it is life of a single parent is very hard, as it is difficult to play a dual role and satisfy economic and responsibilities as well. Children brought up in broken families unite, or one that has only one parent in it, right from the start, tend to have moved social and behavior problems, and they compare those who were raised by both parents. Single parents has the higher rate of poverty, but the mother, if she is good, she is educated, she can solve the problems. And Maria Montessori, I am not praising this system, but it is my own experience. The way when Maria gave us that secret of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which is still hidden by many of us. The reality is not only to brought up your children by providing all facilities, but the most important thing is their mental development. And when mentally a person is fit, automatically he takes part in all the physical activities and all these things. He will become a good social human being. He will respect the society. He will respect elders. But don't let your children suffer because of your problems. As much you can, help them do it. Give them the mental freedom and don't turn their life on the wrong path. It will be very painful if our children become deviated or move to the wrong way. It's very hard. Our society is suffering. The media is so advanced now. Daily we find out all such things on the television. Although we are very educated, many schools are opened, many colleges are open, but lacking is only that we have lost our good values. We have to take care of our children. We have to give them and provide them not the food, not the money, but the mental satisfaction. And mental satisfaction can help them to adjust in this society, in this world. Our duties are to fulfill what is given by Allah. Our duties are to do what we have and face after marriage life. The things what we need is what? What things do we need to carry on? What things do we need? Patience. And in Islam also, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Sabr or Tahammul. Or Sabr or Tahammul, it's true that to one extent we can bear it, then don't quarrel. Just believe that Allah is going to choose the right way or the good path for you if you will divert or you will make a separation. But happily and bearfully, what do I feel is, accept this Allah's wish and will. Doesn't matter. कोई बंदा भूखा नहीं सोता, कुछ कम कुछ ज्यादा. लेकिन our belief must be strong for this, that the duties we have to fulfill, but we don't make our others to suffer because of these happenings. We should not make our children to suffer at all. We are appearing in an examination. We don't know what reward Allah will give us. We don't know. But what Allah wants us to do. Why did He made an Adam? He made so many things. Angels were there, farishte the, sabhi kuch tha. Why Adam alayhi salam? He made Adam alayhi salam because He wants to put a man in such a examination. इतनी आजमाइशों में उसने डालना था to see how much do you love and how much do you give in return of His नेमते. فَبِأَيِّ آلَاءِ رَبِّكُمَا تُكَذِّبَانِ. उसकी नेमतों को हम नहीं जुटला सकते. We are here today, we are enjoying, although we are in problems, we are in trouble, but even then we are enjoying. So do we thanks to our Allah? We have to thank each and every second of our life. So children are also a gift of Allah. And why did He make the mother to love her children? There is a natural instinct which attracts the mother towards the child. Is it that?
Yes.
Why not to other children? We do it. As a Montessorian we do. But as a human being, we give more attention to our own, but not the others. Even बहन भाइयों के बच्चों को भी just एक relative relationship से we observe and do it. But our children, we love more. Do we?
Yes.
Whatever the grudge, whatever the problems you are facing, don't let your children to affect on them. That is not for the children. It is you, and you have to solve your problems. You have to find the way how nicely you can come over all these problems. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave you the sense of thinking, sense of doing things in a better way and the wrong way. It is we have to choose the right path for making the world peaceful. So many times it comes in my mind that we all Montessorian, if really we start doing something good for the humanity, we can change our country's problems. Do you think so? Don't do this course just for the piece of paper. Don't do this. It will help you to get the good job, but the feelings which you will bring from your heart that will be the right thing to change and to obey. This is all sadqa jariya. If you pick up a piece of paper or a stone from the way and put it somewhere else, do you know that what reward you will get? No. But we don't want to give harm to the others. The same way, don't make your children to suffer, because you are going to give such nation, such generation to your country, which will not give the progress to your country, but it will make your country worse, as you are observing nowadays. If you will compare your enemy country, you won't believe that in 62 years how much they progressed in each and every field of their life. They are very good, better than us. So why not we? We are such human beings for whom Allah made this world, this universe. हम उस नबी की उम्मत हैं जिसके लिए खुदा ने सब कुछ बनाया. So we must do something good. And I wish and hope that this training must change your minds and thinking. It must change your thinking. Don't care and don't think what other will say, but just do the right thing, what you have to do. Many of you are teachers, and do you teach the way you got the training? Doesn't matter if you don't have the material there. Doesn't matter. But your attitude, your understanding, your observation of the children, when you observe the children, you must observe that Allah put so much responsibility on your shoulder to make them a good human being of the society, a good human personality. So, those who are single mothers and having children, no doubt, they are facing so many problems. But believe in Allah and take the help of those who are really reliable people. And do something such which really help you to support and which really help you to make your society good by bringing up your good children and by giving them the good education. Education तो हर कोई ले लेता है, but what thing is more important? The mannerism, the ethic values, these are more important. Speak politely with your children. Don't show your aggressiveness, your worries. Don't express yourself in a bad way in front of the children. But always speak in a polite way. You will see that children